There's a cat under my desk. I'm hoping he's going to stay under my desk because he was on my desk. Now he's under my desk, which is definitely more convenient. He usually jumps on my desk and just settles himself where my keyboard should be. And then I can't use my keyboard. Right, okay, welcome back to the... Well, welcome back. Yeah, welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. I was going to say my second live stream, technically my third, since the first one was kind of in two parts, because the cat knocked the router off the windowsill, and yeah, the internet went down. But hopefully that's not going to happen today. I don't know whether anybody's watching. It does say that I have one viewer. It was say, oh, now 0. It just keeps jumping between 0 and 1. I think YouTube doesn't do very well with, like, small numbers. I think it's, you know, it wants to be doing for people who have, like, hundreds of thousands of viewers, which isn't me. But, yeah, so I don't know if anybody's watching, but that's fine. I know Fred will be at work, and a Tuesday is not as convenient as a Saturday, so I certainly don't expect as many people to watch as what watched on Saturday. We got up to like 6 people on Saturday, you know. It was pretty impressive. It was like more than what I thought it would be. Yeah, but we're just gonna I'm just gonna do it, and I'm not even gonna look that much to see whether anybody's watching or not, because like I say, I don't think YouTube's that accurate. So just by looking at them, I knew there were people watching on Saturday because there were, you know, there was conversations going on in the chat. That's how I knew people were watching. But I mean, for like the majority of the day, it was saying that I didn't have any viewers. And yeah, you know, obviously I did. So I don't know whether anybody's watching. I'm not going to think about it. We're just going to play. It'll be like 0 pressure. And we're going to continue with Dorabella's playthrough, which we started on Saturday, and we got as far as Ostagar. And oh, we do have a viewer! We do have a viewer! Oh, yes, get in, man, get in! Look at me being all like, well, I don't care about viewers, and then I'm like, yes, get in! I only know from the chat, though. Now, I tell you why I'm pleased. I'm pleased because I've got somebody to tell me if there's, like, anything bad happening, like you can't hear me talking, or you can't hear the game audio, or the game audio's too loud. I've put the audio up, like, a tiny little bit. Yeah, sorry, I'm doing that thing where I'm trying to think and talk at the same time, it doesn't work. I've put it up a tiny little bit, but not that much, because you were saying last time that you could hear me over the combat, but the dialogue was a bit soft, so I've put it up like the tiniest bit. I put it up by like 5, I think. Went from 40 to 45, I think. Yeah, so, yeah, as long as I've got somebody to tell me if anything drastically goes wrong. That's good. Right, okay, let's jump back into the game. I should actually let you see the game, shouldn't I? That would be a good... Don't just leave you on the starting screen. And then I have to wait for it to pop up on me thing so I can see it's actually worked. Has it worked? Yes, it's worked. Thank God for that. Okay, so there's quite a big latency between me and the stream, but never mind. Okay, so we are at Ostagar. This is Dorabella in all of her glory. I think... Did I? No, I didn't. I went and collected all of this stuff last time, didn't I? And then I didn't save the game. I mean, yeah, I did save the game. Maybe I just missed that one bit of elf fruit. There's nothing else is turning up. There's some soldiers over there doing something. We'll not ask what they're doing out here, hidden from everybody else. Just talk, don't think. Good advice. I find thinking to be very detrimental to my mental state, I'll be honest, so... Right, okay. Yeah, we've done everything around here, haven't we? Yeah, we've done everything around... I always think that there's a bit of elf fruit over here, and there never is. It's just one of those things that I just, like, I always come over here looking for a bit of elf fruit, and it's never here. I don't know why I'm sure that once I came over here and there was some elf fruit. I'm sure that was a thing, but apparently not. It's like there's a bit at Mass Effect 3 when you go to Mars right at the beginning of Mass Effect 3. There's a bit where you walk, there's like a corridor and it sort of goes in two directions, and one way is the way you're meant to go and the other way is a dead end, and there is nothing down there, and every single time I go down there to check to see if there's anything there, and it's like, you know there's nothing there, but I just have to go and check. You know, it's the gamer in me. I just need to check every corner just in case there's some loot or codex entries or something exciting and jazzy. Oh, Ostagar. Isn't Ostagar beautiful? Isn't Ostagar beautiful? I love this bridge because you can stand and you can look down, and that's like the battlefield. And then when you come back during the battle, you can look down there and you can see all the little soldiers fighting. That's quite exciting. Okie dokie. So... head over here. I do think I just have the one view, actually. It's settled on what... Oh, I don't know. It said 2 views, but 1 concurrent. I don't know. Maybe I do just have the one view. That's all right. I'll just talk to one person. I'm cool with that. Why not? Better than talk to yourself, innit? I am the recruit that Duncan brought. Hello, soldier.
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
Yes, this is the useful person who stands at the start of the starting area and tells you all of the lore of the world. Let's just ask about Alistair.
Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the majors.
Hang on, I'm just sorting my chair out. I've got a sore back. Had a long day at work, you know. I'm in my pyjamas. It's one of those days, you know, when you get in from work and you're like, the pyjamas are going on. Yeah, you know what, I'll just be on my way. I don't need lots of lore. I've played the game enough times. I know about Ostagar and stuff like that. But I'm also one of those gamers who feels like I have to, like, you know, explore every dialogue option on every single playthrough, even though they're just telling me stuff I already know. Right, okay, so, hello Wynne, can we have a chat please?
Greetings, young lady. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
Yes, I'm Dorabella. Let's not be too polite, because we are playing as Dora, and she's not like an arsehole, but she's maybe a bit of an arsehole. She's not evil, but she's maybe a bit of an arsehole. Maybe we'll go with that. Like, she's not like a horrible, terrible person, but she's maybe an arsehole. You know those people, we all have those people in our lives where, like, they're a good person, but they're a bit of an arsehole. Yes, I'm Dorabella, my dear.
Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
Will you be fighting beside the king? King Caelan thinks the battle will go well. It's not luck but skill that will save us. No, let's not say that. That makes us sound like a right tit. Will you be fighting beside the king?
Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
Sorry, I'm reading the chat. Do you know much about Darkspawn? Have you faced Darkspawn before? Have you faced Darkspawn before, Wynne, dear?
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts picked up. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
Well, yeah, not much. I'm a dwarf. I don't know about the Fade. I'm not connected to the Fade. I don't dream. And yet, they have emotions. And that's weird, because when the Tranquil get cut off from the Fade, they don't have emotions anymore, do they? Or at least their emotions are, I don't know, repressed or something. And yet the dwarves are apparently not connected to the Fade and therefore don't dream. But they have, like, emotions and stuff. Is that a plot hole? Or is it, like, key to the storyline of the whole Dragon Age universe and all the secrets that we don't know about yet? I don't know. Yes, I don't know much, I'm afraid.
It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
Yeah, what's the Black City? I've just said, I don't need lots of context because I know all about the game, and then I'm just gonna ask Wynne about the Fade and stuff like that. I like talking to Wynne though. I like getting her explanations about stuff.
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
You humans and your chantry. Yeah, let's say that, why not?
It may be allegory.
And her response is exactly the same, okay.
Causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
Yeah, how about we just kill every darkspawn that we see?
A wise attitude. It's worked well for me in the past. But I'm certain Duncan has more for him to do than talk to me.
Okay, that was Win. Hello, Win. I love you, Win. Right. Who should we talk to next? Where should we go? What should we do? Oh, man. Ostagar's one of those bits that I've played so many times before. It's a bit like, you know... It's always like that at the start of games, isn't it? If you're like me and you're just like manically restart the game over and over and over again until you know, finally get a character that you like. Hey, I could open the chest because I took lockpicking. Yeah, you always have like that bit at the beginning of the game that's just like, oh. I think writing like the opening of a game, like like a tutorial level or something, must be really difficult because when you're making it as a game developer, you must know that it's the bit that's just going to be replayed and replayed and replayed over and over and over. Especially when it's like an RPG. And I know that there are a couple of games that have really good tutorials that I never get bored of replaying, but right at the minute I can't think of what they are. But I know that there are some. It's not Mass Effect. Mass Effect 1, fucking hell. Like, you don't really get started in the game until after you've been to the Citadel and done, like, Citadel stuff, and then, you know, you finally, sorry, the cat's chasing something. You finally, kind of get out with the Normandy, you kind of get control of the ship and everything, and it just takes fucking forever. Mass Effect 2 has quite good opening. Quite enjoy Mass Effect 2's opening. Mass Effect 2 is, I think, the best Mass Effect game as far as actual, like, missions go. You know what I mean? I don't think it's the best. It's not like my favourite Mass Effect game like it is for most people, but, you know. No, Skyrim is not one of the good ones with the tutorial level. Neither is Oblivion, those bloody sewers, I swear to God. I'm trying to think. I know that in my head, I'm like, I know that there is one because I always think that's the one that has a really good tutorial, but I can't think what the fuck it is. Anyway, David's talking over here. So we're going to talk to him. Hello, David.
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
What did you think I'd be? What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, what did you think I'd be?
Not a dwarf, yet here you are. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
What do you know about the ritual?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Oh, they're barbarians in the forest. Well, I wouldn't know that there are barbarians in the forest, really, would I? Because I'm not, like, from round here or up here. Like, this is my first time on the surface, you know. I should be freaking out, but I'm not, because, you know, I'm protagonist. I'm, you know, tough. So what? That wouldn't frighten me. That frightened you, David? Wouldn't frighten me.
Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now Darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
Let's say I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, because I'm tough.
You sound just like the bloody knight. Well, more power to you. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
What on earth would I possibly need you for, David? It's optimistic of you to think that I might need you. We'll talk to the quartermaster in a minute. Can we rob him? Can rob the old quartermaster? Yeah, of course we can. I can hear my cats meowing in the background. Honest to God. They're in a mood because I've kept them in because it is pissing down with rain outside. And when I came home from work, I let them out like I always do because it wasn't raining. Drizzling, but not raining. And then, like literally 2 minutes later, it started torrential rain. And Star came in and started meowing in my face because she was annoyed that I wouldn't turn the rain off. And Scorpio didn't come in, and I went to have a look, and he wasn't in the yard. He disappeared on one of his little adventures, and I thought, all right, he'll come back. And about 20 minutes later, he came back literally soaking wet. It looked like somebody had dumped him in a river. He was absolutely dripping, and of course, because he's long-haired, it's even worse. Came in, jumped up on my bed, rolled around. So, you know, now my bed's soaking wet. Thanks for that. Covered in leaves and everything. So I've shut the door up, and I'm not letting them out again. So they're pissed off. They're also on rations because I took them to the vet for a bit of a checkup, and she was like, yeah, they're a bit chunky. Not like fat, not quite fat yet, but like a little bit chunky. She was like, you could probably reduce the food a little bit. So they're on rations, so yeah, they're not happy. Anyway, go talk to Jory. We'll get this scroll first. Going to teach us all about the chant of light. Yay. Hello, Jory.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Yes, I am. You've heard about me.
Not a great deal. We've been waiting for your arrival, though. Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Our Layman. I wasn't aware dwarves could be Grey Wardens. I've only seen a few of your folk in the castle dealing with the smithy.
Not all dwarves are smiths, you know. Of course they can. Why couldn't they be? Is that a problem for you? Yeah, not all dwarves are smiths, mate. Some of us are criminals.
Of course. My father was the castle smith, so I encountered dwarves through him. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
Well, I'm looking forward to it. You're not all that smart, are you? I wouldn't be here if I had a choice. No, Dora's here willingly because it like got her out of Dust Town. Oh, yeah, let's say I'm looking forward to it because I want to appear like tough and hard in front of all of these puny humans.
I fought hard to get here. Impressing Duncan was not easy. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails?
Darth said we might go into the wilds. Yeah, we might be going into the wilds.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Okie dokie. Yeah, my cats like being wet as well. Just reading the chat. Star not so much, but Scorpio just seems to absolutely love being out in the rain. Like you do. I bought them because I'm an idiot. I spent too much money on my cats. I bought them like a little summer house. Like a little cat summer house with like a little cat flap so they can go inside, and then it's got like a balcony area with a roof bit over it. Yeah, I bought my cat's a house. And they're a bit big for it, I think, because they're half Maine Coons, so they're quite huge. They're 6 kilograms each, you know, when I took them to the vet. And that's not because they're fat, it's because, like, they're roughly the right weight. She was like just going off weight. It's, you know, you wouldn't think they were overweight or anything, but it was just when she was like feeling them, she was like, yeah, they're a bit chunky. But yeah, so they've got this like, so they're a little bit big for it, so they don't really go in through the cat flap that much. But like the balcony bit, Scorpio just loves to sit there when it's raining. He loves being out in the rain. He's a right friggin' weirdo. But the trouble is, because he's long haired and everything, he just gets so much crap stuck in him, and then you've got to try and cut. He does not like being brushed at all. So you've got to try and brush him while he's fighting you to stop it getting all matted. I mean, honestly, it's a friggin' nightmare, so it's just better not to let them out in the rain. But he does, he loves it. He loves being out in the rain. He'll go like roll around in puddles and everything. I'm like, Jesus, what's the matter with you? Anyway, should we go and talk to this prisoner? Hello, prisoner.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
No, I have not come to sentence you. Actually, let's say, if I have.
I doubt I'm that lucky. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Why would I want to help you? Tell me why you're in there. Yeah, I don't really care why you're in there. I'm not the sort of person who has moral scruples about letting you out. Let's just say, why would I want to help you?
Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I stole the key. That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water.
Yeah, how come they didn't find the key when you were arrested, Mr. Prisoner?
I swallowed it. But it's, come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
Yeah, okay. Now, Bearing in mind, we are playing as Dorabella. Now, we have several options available to us here. We can get the guard's food and give it to him. I think we can buy the guard's food off him as well, if we can't persuade him to give the food. There's quite a few options, which I didn't realise until I was looking through the Dragon Age Keep, and it's got like loads of options, but I can't remember what they are. You can persuade the guard to give him his food. You can buy the food off him. I'm sure there's other things that you can do. Or you can kill him and take the key. Now, bearing in mind, we are playing as Dorabella, who, like I say, isn't evil or anything, but, she had a rough upbringing. She's, at home amongst criminals. She's very much kind of, take what you can get. And he's going to die anyway. I mean, he's going to be executed for, desertion, even though that's not what he did. So, yeah, we could just, do this the easy way.
What? But you can't do that. Ah, guard!
I like playing as a character who's a bit morally ambiguous.
What in Andraste's name did you do that for? Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't give you the right to go and kill anyone you please. Explain yourself.
Well, who's gonna bloody stop me? He lunged at me, I had to defend myself. He spit on me, got what I deserved. I don't have to explain myself to you. He lunged at me, officer! It was self-defense!
I suppose you did it there. Fair enough. Well, no skin off my teeth. When they ask me why he's dead, that's what I'll tell them.
Okay. Would you be interested in magic stuff? I mean, it's worth money, man. That's what she's interested in. Anything that she can sell. Also, speaking of which, let's just go ahead and unlock this chest. Oh, we got the can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back line? Yeah, I love that line. I'm going to hear that line so much. I'm going to be sick of that line by the time we finish this playthrough. It's going to be like, bloody hell, Dorabella, will you shut up about the bloody ladder? There's a chest over here, apparently. Or is that... that's over by the War Council, isn't it? Okie dokie. Whoops.
Sorry, miss. The army camp is off limits for you right now.
Oh, that's the army. Oh, have I ever... In all of my playthroughs of Dragon Age, have I ever bothered walking over here? Because I am sure I have never heard that bit of dialogue before. Oh, you've got a Mabari! Oh, he's got red war paint. Oh, he looks so cool. Oh, he's awesome, man. I would call him Batman. Because... I don't know, he looks like a Batman to me. Right, okay, so... we've talked to Jory, we've talked to David. I'm losing track of what I'm doing here. Because I've got half an eye on the chat, you see, and I keep getting distracted talking about cats and whatnot. It's very different live streaming to just doing a normal video, but in a good way. I really enjoy it, actually.
It's Pink, sir.
Go tell Turnlow again that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
And we could talk to the Ash Warrior leader, and he tells us about Ash Warriors, but I can't be bothered with all of that. It's quite a lot of dialogue you have to get through. We could talk to the Kennel Master.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
Okay, my good man. I don't know anything about dogs, I'm afraid.
It's not what you know, so it's what you are, really. This is a Mabari, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Okay, sorry if you can hear me gulping water. My voice has only just recovered from Saturday now. I'm not used to talking this much. Yeah, why do you think I could muzzle him?
You're a Grey Warden, soon will be. All wardens are immune to the darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks.
I mean, he's got pretty big teeth. Just saying. Like, he could probably break me arm. Just how smart is he?
Centuries ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex orders. Most valuable dogs in the world. Trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult. But without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
Did you say valuable? Just getting into the mind of a, hardened criminal here. Wait, he's more of a petty criminal than a hardened criminal, but you know what I mean. Yeah, sure, I'll give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I really hate to have to put him down.
Yeah, don't worry, we're not going to stab the dog. there are limits. She may be a criminal, but she's not a lunatic. Yeah, the dog looks up at you respectfully, backing down from his aggressive stance. You can see intelligence in his eyes, as well as a great deal of pain. This animal is very ill. Right, put the muzzle on the dog. Mari growls weakly, but does not challenge you. After you are done, he whimpers plaintively.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fellow. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
It's just saying on me thing that the bitrate is lower than recommended or something like that. So if the stream starts like jumping or pixelating or anything, you know, like they do, just let me know. Not that I'll be able to do note about it, like, but yeah, let me know anyway. Yeah, sure, I'll be heading into the wilds.
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
Okay, yes, I'll see if I can find one. I don't want to spend too much time talking while I'm doing the live streams. Although I know it's quite a talky game, isn't it? But what I mean is, like, it's just like, I don't know. I mean, if you're watching this, then you know Dragon Age pretty well, don't you, right? And it's much more interesting to listen to me than to listen to the characters, right? Right? I mean, if you weren't here to listen to me, you may as well just go and play the game yourself. Go and open this chest. Sorry, I might have to. I might have to go and take a nose blowing break again, like I did on Saturday. I don't know why my nose runs when I'm talking a lot. I don't know why. Is that normal? I don't talk that much in real life, you see, so I don't know. I talk more doing these videos than I ever do at like any other point in my life, because I'm not much of a talker, like in real life. Quite quiet.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
You are a very strange human. I know exactly what you mean. That's a terrible thing to say. I haven't decided whether Dora and Alistair are really going to get along. I feel like she would find him quite irritating, actually. She's definitely going to get on with Morrigan. Her and Morrigan are going to be besties. I'm undecided about her and Liliana as well, because I don't know whether Dora would really put up with Liliana's, you know, Liliana-ness. Oh my god, we have a second viewer. Get in! Oh, I'm a success. I'm a success! Sorry, I'm getting carried away. I'm like, oh my god, the two of them. Right, welcome, everybody's welcome here. Right, okay, what should I say, let's just say, oh, I don't know. Yeah, let's just say I know exactly what you mean.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage.
Alistair, I am quite clearly not another mage. Mages tend to be a little bit taller than me. Yeah, how can a dwarf be a mage, you bloody lunatic?
You never know, these mages sneak up on you. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit, from Orzammar. I should have recognized you right away, I apologize.
Okay, oh my god, you're watching me while you're working? Rebel. I'm honoured. I'm very honoured. Right, okay, Yes, you must be Alistair. Also, what a lot of people I think don't realise is that during this conversation, and also the first conversations that you have with Morrigan, before she officially becomes a companion and everything, you are actually getting approval and disapproval from Alistair depending on what you say, but it won't pop up on the screen, so you don't know whether he's approved or disapproved. But you can find it on the wiki, what sort of approval ratings you get from him. But yes, him and Morrigan, even before you've actually like recruited them, the conversations that you have with them do actually, give you approval or disapproval, so you can like start off on the right foot or start off on the wrong foot. Yes, you must be Alistair.
Did Duncan mention me? Nothing bad, I hope. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Okay, yeah, sure, let's get on with it then.
Eager, are we? Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
YouTube is now telling me that we have 3 current viewers. Pressure, man, pressure. It's gonna get to me. I might snap. Right, okay. Let's ask him about the argument, because I quite like this.
With the mage, the Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
I mean, I could ask what's a Templar. It would make sense for Dora to not actually know what a Templar is, since she's lived all of her life, not only in Orzammar, but also in Dusttown. So it's like she's not going to have had much interaction with the surface world, is she?
You don't know? Quick version then. The Chantry tries to control mages because they're dangerous, so they keep Templars that train to hunt down and kill apostates. That's what I was being trained as when Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
Yes, because I know that if you pick I look forward to travelling with you, it gives you approval with him. Which we're not going to pick, because that's not a thing that Dora would say. She would just say, come on, let's go.
If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Do I count as a viewer? I don't think I count as a viewer, no. Because I'm not viewing, I'm, streaming. But also, like, what I'm watching, I've got, like, my laptop open next to me with the chat open, because I don't have 2 monitors like most people do. I've only got 1. So I've got my laptop open next to me with, like... But the stream is open in YouTube Studio. It's not, like, open in the stream, if you see what I mean. So I don't think I count as a viewer. Maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Right, okay. Right, so, what should we do? Oh, Alistair's following us now, like a little puppy. I'm just reading the chat. Oh, playing as a human sword and shield fighter. That is actually, I think that's my favourite thing to play as. Sword and shield warrior. Warrior is actually really fun in Dragon Age, and it's not like what you would typically expect to be like the most fun class. I usually like rogues and things like that, but playing as a warrior is actually a lot of fun. In all 3 of the games, actually, I think it goes kind of warrior, mage, rogue for me. Although I do like playing as an archer. But this dual-wielding rogue is actually like my least favourite of all the classes. I do like being an archer. But yeah, being a sword and shield warrior is like definitely probably my favourite. Yeah, that's what my cannon warden is as well. She's a sword and shield warrior. Right, where are we going? We're going to go and talk to Duncan. Have we done everything, kinda? We haven't talked to the quartermaster yet. Let's go and talk to him.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
Sorry, I'm reading the chat again. Yes, I recommend playing as a warrior. Like, definitely. It's actually... Because, when I played with my... the first time I played my Cannon Warden, I actually played her as a rogue. Because it just makes sense because she's a city elf and it sort of made sense that she would be a rogue. But then I was replaying her for about the 78th time or something like that. And I thought, you know what, I fancy a change. And I made her a warrior. And it was like sword and shield. And I really enjoyed it. And I was like, wow, this is actually really good. And yeah, you can wear all like the big armour and stuff. It's quite cool. I quite like that. And you can just take hits like nobody's business. And yeah. Still though, Constitution is still a lie when you're playing as a warrior, because you become tanky just by putting into dexterity. You're not tanky in like the normal sense of the word, as in you can take a lot of hits. It's just by putting into dexterity you can dodge insanely, so like you're not really getting hit, but because you're wearing the big heavy armour, that's taking a lot of the hits that you actually, you know, the few hits that do get to you. But then dexterity also makes you hit more, which is why I always say that Constitution is a lie. And it's not that like piling points into Constitution and making it a traditionally tanky character doesn't work. It does. It's just that by putting into dexterity instead, you're kind of getting two bonuses, because you're getting dodge and hit. So like you don't need that extra Constitution if you're dodging like almost every hit. You see what I mean? It's like, so that's why I always say Constitution is a lie. Yeah, I'm big on the whole Constitution is a lie thing. Right, okay, yes, right, no, what were we talking about? I haven't seen an elf, no.
Blasted, where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back, or by the maker, oh, pardon my manners, my troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. Oh, I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
Do you need help tracking this girl down? Will you pay me to go and catch an elf for you?
Oh, I'm sure you have better things to do than run errands for me. I can find it myself.
Okay, right, what kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armour, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. Morale up, you understand.
And the way he says that makes it sound like the stuff he's peddling is really dodgy, which it's not. It's just slightly better than his normal stuff. So I honestly don't see why you have the extra faff of like, oh, let me see your normal goods and then let me see your other goods, because really they should have just put the two into one, because like if we ask for his other goods, right?
So long as you keep it quiet.
It's just normal stuff. It's just like more expensive. Like you can get the heavy chainmail, ooh, and the enchanter's footing, and like all of this stuff you can't really afford anyway at the beginning of the game. So I don't really, you know, I mean you can, like you can't afford all of it, but you can. I've definitely bought the heavy chainmail at the start of the game before, but now I just don't really see the point. We can get some health potions. Oh, we actually can't afford it. We can't even afford the health potions, guys. We need to sell some stuff, I think. Don't sell Battle Dress of the Provocator, that would be bad. We'll sell an iron ring. We'll sell a fancy bears. And all the me stuff. This is the stuff I would normally edit out. We'll sell the ice crystals, because we're not going to be getting shale for a while. And you pick up plenty of ice crystals around the place. We don't need to keep them. I don't think we need the Carter shields, do we? I'd get rid of all of the shields. Alistair's got his own shield. Oh, backpacks! I didn't think about that. That'll be in his main one, isn't it? Backpacks. Was it in here? Yes, you're right. Actually, he does sell a backpack. I remember that now. Sorry, most of this is just gonna be me going. I can sell all the duster stuff, can't I? Because that was what's his name's. I'm always in two minds about what to sell here and what to keep for, like, you know, you have to try and like go in your head of who you're going to be recruiting in the future. I mean, we'll get rid of the maces. We don't need them. Get rid of them. And the daggers, I don't need them. And the axes, I definitely don't need them. Do I need the dwarven longsword? Yes, you're right, Zevran is very weak compared to Liliana. At least that's the way I've always found. I've always found Zevran to be kind of useless, to be honest. I'd never really use him that much. Liliana's just awesome, though. She's just, like, the best, isn't she? She's just the best. Should we keep the scale, or should we get rid of the scale? Who am I going to be recruiting? Like, Liliana needs, like, leather stuff. Sten. I never really take Sten with me either, though, so I suppose. Or just keep him in his normal clothes. Okay, we'll get rid of that mole, and we'll keep one, just in case Sten needs it. We need the Dwarven Longsword. I'm going to get rid of the Dwarven Longsword. I don't feel like we need that. We've got 4 short bows. We definitely don't need them. Trip over them every time we walk down the street. We'll definitely get more of them. Warrior's Belt, +1 strength, +1 armour. I might wear that, actually. Even though I'm not a warrior. But I can always do with a bit of extra strength. Yeah, well, we'll just get rid of all the armour, man. We'll pick up plenty of armour. Keep the beef bone for when we get a wee doggy. Is that everything I want to sell? I think that's everything I want to sell. Cannot afford to buy health potions now. Whoop! Yay! And anything else I want? Switch over to everything. Don't think there's anything else I want particularly. Oh, he has a second backpack after the joining. I did not know that. Okay. Right, okay. I'm learning things here, man. This is an educational live stream. Okay. So you come out of that and then go back in.
Hello again.
And get his normal goods.
You need? Some supplies, perhaps. Let me know what you'd like.
Get the less. Actually, we'll get the backpack first, shall we? Because that's more important in the long run. Yay! And then whoop. Lesser health potions. Whoop. And I think we're pretty much out of money at that point. There's nothing else we really need, is there? We don't need Lyrium potions because we don't have a mage yet. I think that'll do us. Right, okie dokie. So, nothing else needs doing. We've spoken to the Kennel Master. We've spoken to Wynne. We've got all the chests, I think. We haven't got the blessing of the priestess lady, but yeah, I don't think Dora's a devout Andrastian or anything like that. So we could go and try and talk to Loghain. I think you can persuade Loghain's guard to let you actually talk to Loghain sometimes.
You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business.
Yeah, the turn's inside. What's he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
Oh, is he up to something saucy? Surely you can tell me a little bit about him. I would like an audience with the turn, please. This is not going to go well. I would like an audience with the turn.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on.
This is the most gullible god in the history of Thedas.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
Fascination fascination you don't share. No, I didn't know that. Yes, no, I did not know that. How would I know that? I've lived in Dusttown my whole life.
Marek respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honoured place in the hearts of our people. But Marek would have understood that it takes more than legends to win a battle. That's not an argument I'll repeat here. You're no surface dwarf, I can see it in your eyes. Smart of the Grey Wardens to look for new recruits in Orzammar. I suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
Yeah, I certainly hope so.
Here for the glory, huh? Fair enough. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
He's not my king. He seems like a fool to me. If he doesn't, you don't seem very fond of him. Oh, Seems like a fool to me. I mean, you'd have to have balls to say that to Loghain, wouldn't you? And I mean, Dora's got balls, definitely, but I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Let's say it, why not?
Here's Marik's son and the leader of my beloved Ferelden, and a very young man. I try to keep that in mind, as should you.
Okay, Mr. Loghain person. We just got an audience with Loghain, guys. We can't get an audience with the king, though, can we? I don't think we can.
Greetings. King Kaelin is not in his tent right now.
Yeah. Tell me about the king.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
I have my doubts.
That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
Yeah, the queen being, Loghain's daughter.
To the Teyrn's daughter, no less. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. Probably shouldn't discuss it.
No, probably not. We don't have the best gods around here, do we? I mean, Loghain's god just, like, you know, completely fell for me having a message for him. And then this guy's just, like, telling me all about the king. I just need to have a drink of water. Hang on. See, I would normally edit that out, but, you know, I'm using my voice a lot. I need to keep it lubricated. With apple and strawberry squash, actually, that I got from Lidl. There we go. There's a little insight. Right. I have to, you know, come up with stuff to fill in the gaps that I would normally edit out. Find myself talking about things like apple and strawberry squash. Oh dear. Right, okay, shall we go and talk to Duncan, get this thing moving along? Hello, Duncan, my friend. That's Duncan. I nearly went up to Davith there. Duncan!
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood. 1 for each recruit.
I apologise if you can hear my bottle cracking. I know it does crack quite loudly, because I usually edit those bits out. Right, okay. What do we need Darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
Surely you could have acquired some blood before now, Duncan.
Of course. You must work together to collect the components, however. It's as much a part of the joining as what comes after.
Okay, finally, some action.
Without a doubt. Darkspawn are renowned for their willingness to offer up their blood. There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Yeah, how will we find the archive?
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
Okay, let's just get underway then. I don't want to spend too much time asking him about stuff that I already know.
The scrolls contain treaties promising support. Treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Okie dokie. Right, so new quests and stuff like that. We'll head out and then I think I'm going to take a tiny quick break. Just a tiny little one. I need to go blow my nose again. I don't know why my nose runs when I talk a lot, but it does. Right, okay, we'll head outside
business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Okay. Right, here we are in the wilds. Right, okay, so I'm just gonna disappear off. Has that put the screen? Hang on a minute, I'm gonna see if that's actually put the start on the screen up, because it also switched me to Alistair. Yeah, it has put the start on the screen up, okay. Oh dear. Right, okay, I will be back in like about 2 or 3 minutes. Just gonna, you know, check on the cats and whatnot. Right, I'm back. Right. Cats are fine, by the way. She's asleep on the bath mat and he's asleep on the kitchen counter. Why do I bother spending my money on cat beds? I just find the weirdest places to sleep. I love sleeping on the bath mat. Absolutely adore it. Right, okay, so if we come back to thingy, there we go. Now, in the Kakari Wilds, guys, we walk up here, there should be a thing run in front of us, shouldn't there? Is there not usually a squirrel that runs in front of you? I think I have turned the graphics settings down though, because it stops the game from crashing quite as much. Oh, there's a wolf. That's kind of like a squirrel, right? Yes, because yeah, I was going to say, Origins does crash quite a lot on PC, but if you turn the graphics settings down, just by like 1, you don't have to like completely reduce them, but just turn it down from like ultra high to high or whatever. It crashes much less. So that's my bit of insight for the day. Let's stab some wolves. Do let me know whether you can hear me over the combat, because like I say, I have turned the audio up just a tiny little bit since last time, not by much. But do let me know whether you can actually hear me or not. Hang on. There we go. Sorry, my laptop just turned itself off for a minute there, and I got distracted, and you know, didn't decide to pause the fight or do anything useful like that. Jory's gonna die. Why does Jory always die? Like, seriously. See, Jory is just like the most useless bloody character. It's because he's a warrior, but he's like a low-level warrior, so he's not. Like at low levels, warriors are really weak, and then it sort of gets to a tipping point where they go from being like really weak to suddenly incredibly strong, and it's the moment that you tip over the strength point. Yes, when you get like over the whatever it is it 30 strength or something like that, where you can get to the proper big armors. I can't remember. At that point, you become a lot more powerful because you've got more, you know, hit points and whatnot or something. Right, okay, let's loot all these wolves. Yes, I remember the first computer I played this on was like I mean, it was a gaming laptop, but it was a crap gaming laptop, and I had to have everything on like the lowest graphics settings. And then I got a better computer, and I put the graphics settings up. And one of the first things I noticed is that there were like little birds and squirrels and things hopping around the place, and I was like, oh, they weren't there before. But I'm sure usually you come in here and a little squirrel runs in front of you. It might just be because I've turned the settings down. Maybe that's it. Okay, drop a quick save. Because I'm forgetting to do my old quick saves. Because I'm talking and distracting myself. But yeah, quick saves are important. Right, let's go and loot Missionary Jugby's body, as you do. Letter 2, Jug B. Should we bother reading that? Nah, can't be asked reading that. We all know what the quest is, right? I did a video about it, actually. I did a whole tutorial video about this bit. Right, there's a dying soldier over there. It's very rude for you to be dying while I was trying to talk. You interrupted me there, my friend. Hello.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Yeah, we don't have time for this. Let's go. We can take you back. Can we actually leave him to die? Or does Alistair step in and bandage him up anyway? I can't actually remember. Let's give it a go, because, you know, this is Dorabella.
We don't have time? What? You have an urgent meeting somewhere?
Fair enough. Oh, I could kill the soldier. Okay, that seems a bit mean. That seems a bit too mean. Like I'm saying, Dorabella, bit of an arsehole, but she's not, like, evil. So, and I think that's tipping over into evil. So, okay, fine. You can help him, Alistair, but be quick about it.
I'll do that. It'll just take a second. See? No time at all.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Okay, I've just seen that you have toast and coffee. Toast and coffee. It'll be morning where you are, is it? Over across the pond? Although I know there's like 78 different time zones in America or something. There's quite a few different time zones in America. But, yeah, I got distracted thinking about toast and coffee. I was like, toast and coffee. You know, one of my favourite things? This is one of those, you know when you try like a weird snack and then it becomes your thing, but and you have it a lot, but whenever you talk about it, people look at you like you're weird. One of my favourite things, like in the middle of winter, when you have one of those days where you're just like, you know, I'm just going to eat crap today, like thick white bread, toasted, smothered in butter, proper butter, not like the cheap crap, like proper Lurpak, you know. Have to remortgage your house to afford Lurpak these days. You know, thick butter with thick marmalade on top, shredless because I don't like the shred, dipped in hot chocolate. Honestly, try it. I know you're thinking, what the fuck is wrong with this woman? Who the hell dips toast in hot chocolate? But I swear to God, it is one of the best, like, proper decadent winter snacks. Just, marmalade on white toast dipped in hot chocolate. Oh, man. Especially, like, proper decent hot chocolate. Like, I like the Aero one where it's all bubbly. Oh, man. Oh, it's the best thing. It's the best thing. Right, okay. You sound like a coward to me, Jory.
I am simply trying to stay alive. You do not see me fleeing, do you?
A bit of fear isn't unnatural, you know. Few relish meeting Darkspawn up close. I know I don't.
I've just seen the word Marmite written in the chat. You might not be welcome here anymore. Do you know what? Actually, I've never tried Marmite, so I don't even know whether I'm a lover or a hater. I've never been brave enough. It looks like tar. Why do I want to eat something that looks like tar? Like, really? Okay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted and not actually listening to what Alistair's saying. Okay, what am I saying? It appears that I'm the only man here. Not many humans, baby. Also, I'm going to say, I didn't realise you were a girl. Because, I'm going to tell you why. Because according to YouTube analytics, 100% of my viewers are male. Which I didn't really believe because, you know, I sometimes view my videos and I'm not male. So, you know, I knew it wasn't accurate, but still. Yeah, it's like, and sometimes it drops down to like 97% or something like that, but generally it tells me that like 100%. It's 40 degrees Celsius where you are. Are you having a laugh? Jesus. The hottest I have ever experienced was 35 degrees when we had that heat wave last year, because I'm in the north, so it was colder up here than it was like, it hit 40 down south somewhere, didn't it? I can't remember when we had that heat wave. But it was 35 up here, I swear to God. I thought I was going to die, I'm not joking. And I was at work that day, which was good, because I work in a supermarket and we have like industrial freezers that I could keep nipping into. But, when I came out of work, luckily this is before I had the cats, because I think the cats would just die. I don't even know what they would have done. But like, I came out of work, came home, and obviously we don't have air conditioning or anything like that, sat down and thought, I literally cannot sit in this flat at this temperature. And I went to the cinema to watch whatever the new Marvel film was at the time. I think it was the Thor one, because the cinema has air conditioning. And I was like, I'm actually going to die if I stay here. Like, really? It was unbelievable. Anyway, yeah, I don't want that to ever happen again. Yeah, you've got air conditioning. Yeah, you would have, wouldn't you? Yeah. Also, I feel like, yes, I've definitely heard that apparently, like, it always feels hotter in Britain than it does, like, than it would, like, because something to do with the humidity, that, like, 40 degrees here would feel hotter than it would, like, somewhere more tropical. Because I know my mother went to Marrakesh, and she does not like the heat. Like, she doesn't like it even more. Like, I hate the heat, and she hates it even more than me. And she went to Marrakesh, and it was something ridiculous, like 35 degrees. But she said it didn't actually feel as hot as you would think it did. And it's something to do with the humidity or something. I don't know. But anyway, let's actually talk about the game we're playing, shall we? Right. Okay. Let's just say I'm looking forward to killing Darkspawn.
Bloodthirstiness is such a charming feature, too. Did you know that? Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Yeah, okay. I love how we've just started talking about the weather. How British of us. We just started talking about the weather. Right, okay. We did have a little mini heatwave this year, didn't we? Like, back in June? Was it June or July? I know, because it was my best friend's wedding day, was the hottest day of the year. I could have friggin' killed her. I was like, you had to choose the hottest day of the year to get married, and I was there in, like, me flipping dress. It was a beautiful dress, mind. Oh, God, hot pink. I rocked hot pink. It was great, but it was so hot, I swear to God. I was like, trust you to pick the hottest day of the year, but it was worse for her in a wedding dress, like. You could actually see the sweat like dripping down her back when she was like saying our vows. And I was like, yeah, you would pick the hottest day of the year, wouldn't you? Anyway, yes, you're right, Ferelden is cold. Yeah, I like Ferelden. If I had to live anywhere in Dragon Age universe, I would definitely pick Ferelden. You know, they're my people, the Fereldens. I love the Fereldens. Right, okay, let's go and get this wildflower so that we can go and save the dog at some point. We will get through the Kokari Wilds, I promise. I keep getting distracted, you know, talking about the weather. Also, apparently there's Darkspawn. The game is playing there's Darkspawn music. Hello, Darkspawn. These the first Darkspawn that Dorabella will ever fight in her life. Oh my goodness. Right, okay, do you want to kick him in the balls? That would be a good starting point, wouldn't it? Below the belt, that's the one. Boop. And then dirty fighting. Knock him out. Get right. I mean, I was going to get round behind him and stab him in the back, but Alistair just, like, punched him in the face instead. So, yeah, that works as well. That works as well. Jory's probably going to get killed, isn't he? He's just like a giant target, that's what he is. He's just like, you know, to take away the... Oh, Fred, you're here! Oh, you're at work, mate. Man, don't get caught. Don't get caught. Right, if you get caught, just like... if you get caught, just like, you know, let them listen and I'll apologise for you and I'll say that it was all my fault, okay? I'll negotiate with the boss for you, don't worry. Right, I'll say that I, like, you know, threatened your family or something like that, you know. You had to watch on pain of death. Okay! Stab these archers in the back, because archers are arseholes. They're the thing that are going to, yeah, really screw you over. Yeah, archers are really powerful. Lots of people say that archers are crap in Origins, but they're really powerful. Oh, we got our first vial of Darkspawn blood. And a garnet. Right, okie dokie. So... yeah, it's weird live streaming because I'm only like half paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm glad that it's a game that I know really well. I don't think it would work so well with a game like, you know, I was like playing for the first time or something like that, because I'm barely actually listening to any of the dialogue. It's only because I know the game so well. You know. Right. So head down here, see if we can find more Darkspawn. Got nothing to talk about. Oh, look, dead people. Do you want to comment on that, Alistair?
That just seems so excessive.
Yeah, I like the way they actually swing in the breeze. That's nice. The Darkspawn are quite sadistic, aren't they? Because, you know, the fact that they're supposed to be like mindless monsters. I don't think they're that mindless, really. A lot of what they do seems to have too much, you know, method in it. They seem to be like actively cruel. Which you wouldn't be if you were just a mindless minion, would you? Right, okay. I'm getting lost here. Where am I going? I think... where do I want to head first? I mean... I usually go the other way first, but we'll go this way first. You know, shake things up a little bit. Kill some Darkspawn. Why not? It's what we're going to be doing for the majority of the rest of our life, so we may as well, you know, start as we need to go on. Kick him in the balls! It was more his kneecap you kicked him in there, but you know. It'll do, won't it? Okay, this is awkward when I've got nothing to talk about. We go back to talking about the weather again. Sorry, I'm just reading what you've written. Yeah. Oh, you made me giggle. Oh, look, dead people. Right. See if we can keep Jory alive. Jory will be injured because he did die once, didn't he? What's he got? He's got a what's that? Wrenched limb. Penalty to attack. Doesn't say which limb he's wrenched. Could be any limb. Right, okay, so... head up here a little bit. Something's after us. Oh, it's more Darkspawn. Of course it's more Darkspawn. Oh, it's the rogues who hide around the place trying to, you know, stab Wit in the back. The chat's making me giggle, and I'm gonna get killed by Darkspawn, guys. Stop making me laugh. Oh no, don't run into that fight. I wanted us all to like heal up before we got into the big fight. Okay, fine. I'll run around and stab this bloody, yes, Darkspawn in the back. Jory's still alive. I'm quite impressed. He's not normally still alive at this point. He does die a lot. Like his entire purpose is just to, you know, die, so that the rest of us can live. That's why he's here. Okie dokie. Right. Okay. So. More vials of Darkspawn blood. I think that might have been our last vial of Darkspawn blood. And then we've got an extra one just for luck. That must have been our last vial of Darkspawn. How many did we need? 3? Yeah. Because there's 3 of us. I can count. I'm clever. I went to school and everything. I mean, I left when I was 16, but I went. So some of the time, I mean, I wasn't there a lot, I'll be honest. I had a habit of disappearing and going down the village and buying chocolate. But, you know. Okay, so take that. That'll kick off another quest. Oh, trouble is, I've done this bit of the game so many times before that I don't even remember which quest is which. I just, like, you know, you're just on autopilot and you know what you're meant to do, but you can't remember, like, why you're doing it or anything. Right, okay, so... And I can open that chest, and that is one of the chests that Davith can't open. If you're not playing as a rogue and you're relying on Davith to open the chests. He can open some of them, but then there's other ones he can't open, which is just really stupid and irritating, because, like, why have him there if you can't open the bloody chest? Oh, it really annoys me. But that's one of the ones he can't open normally. Yes, Fred, I got the cure for the dog. Do not panic. I should have teased him and said, no, actually, Fred, I stabbed the dog. Dog's dead. Sent him into panic mode. No, I did not stab the dog. We've got the cure for the dog. Everything's going to be fine, as long as I remember to give it to the kennel master. Because I know that once I forgot to give it to the kennel master, and then I didn't get him a Bari, and that was a very sad playthrough. Right, okay, so let's attack these rogues. Thinking they can sneak up on me. Which they can't, because I've played this section enough times before. Also, the fact that they growl in your ear before they actually, like, you know, appear out of nowhere slightly, you know, ruins their cover a little bit, to be honest. It's also weird that they have lyrium potions on them. Why would Darkspawn be carrying lyrium potions around? I don't know. Okie dokie. Stay away from that bit. Stay away from that bit for the time being for 2 reasons. One, the game crashes over there quite a lot. And also, we've got more important things to do over here first. We need to finish all of the quests and get all of the things. Nothing to talk about again. Oh, look, dead people. I'm trying to find that secret path that leads off to the, you know, the place with the wolves and the hoojit and the chest, which has a thingy bobber in it. You know what I'm talking about. It's around here somewhere, I'm sure it is. Also, there's some, you know, archers up there. Yeah, those archers, that's not good. Like, they're gonna kill us quite quickly if we don't do something about them. But we'll take care of this idiot first. I enjoy the threatening things that Dorabella yells during combat. I like her, she's cool. She's a cool character. I like playing somebody who's a bit, you know, ambiguous. I don't like playing straight evil because I find that a bit boring. But, like, you know, morally ambiguous. That's much more interesting. Oh, Alistair's a bit in danger of dying there, isn't he? You know what? We've actually got enough health potions that I can probably stand to let him have one. You know, because I'm nice like that. I'm a good enough friend that I will let him have a health potion so that he does not die. Might die anyway, like. But, there we go, we got him down. Everything's good. Everything's fine. Everything's dandy. Okie dokie. So. Yeah, where's the secret path? I feel like I should have found the secret path by now. No, it's not on the map yet. Huh. Not down here somewhere. I swore it was down here somewhere. Maybe I'm misremembering. Oh, I can hear more rogues. Come on then. There we go. This endless combat is going to get quite dull, isn't it? Quite boring. Watching all this endless combat. I don't know. I mean, you're still watching, aren't you? Maybe you find it entertaining. I don't know. Okay, so... one of the fun things about live streaming is that sometimes I just, like, start saying stuff. Like, nonsense. I don't know if you've noticed. Sometimes I go off on tangents. But, like, sometimes I just start saying things. And then I'm like, why have you started that sentence? Like, that's not a sentence that's going anywhere. Like, I start a sentence without knowing how the sentence is going to conclude. And then I get halfway through the sentence. And I'm like, that sentence doesn't have a conclusion. Why did you start that sentence? And then I just edit it out and it's fine and you never have to hear it. But when I'm live streaming, I can't do that. So you get to hear all of the weird shit that I come out with. Right, okay. I know the secret path is around here somewhere. Oh, more dogs want to kill first though. How tedious. Yeah, I know there's a string of rocks. I just can't find where they are because they turn up on the map because they're in like a little right angle, aren't they? Huh, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm going mad. Right. Okay. So. People down. I'm a bit concerned for when we get later on in the game and the fights are actually difficult because, like, I am very, very distracted. Conclusions are boring. Yeah, I like to leave you hanging, you know, so you could finish the sentence however you want yourself, you know. Leave you on an exciting cliffhanger, you know. Alistair, take another health potion, love. I don't need you to die as well as Jory. Here's me going like, oh, when the fights actually get difficult, I might be too distracted to actually, you know, do them. And then here's this fight nearly killing me. Oh dear. Right. Come on, stab him in the back, man. Jesus. It's not difficult, right? What I'm asking you to do, it's not hard. Just like stab a guy in the back. I wouldn't have thought that was difficult. Kick him in the balls. And then knock him out a bit. Alistair's gonna die, isn't he? I'm not wasting any more health potions on you, Alistair. For heaven's sake, I'm not bloody made of them. He's still alive at the minute, just about. Davith's running off to tackle that archer bravely. The Hurlock's following him because apparently Davith is the biggest threat right now. Stab this guy. Hopefully Alistair's going to survive. Alistair survived! Oh my goodness! Much better than Sir Jory. Just always dies. The only purpose in life is to bloody die. Right, okay. There's more, quest stuff. From quests that I can't actually remember.
Nothing like a brush with death to make you.
Just seeing Fred trying to distract me with naked Asari. Like, what the fuck, Fred? As if I would ever be distracted by naked Asari. Oh, we've got the chase and trail sign thing. Yay. And a hidden cache over here. Yeah, all of these quests always just kind of merge together for me. I mean, I did do a tutorial video on it all, you know, if you're interested. But, now this is a moral dilemma. Because I think Dora is the kind of person who would open the lockbox and keep the contents. And I remember, actually, in my little Kokari Wilds tutorial video, I remember going, well, you can sell the necklace once you take it out, but you can't, actually. I was wrong about that. You just give it to Jetta. So the only difference is that you've opened the lockbox. But you don't get to, like, sell the necklace or anything. Which is weird. Because you think that would be the whole point, wouldn't it? But you know what? We're playing a morally ambiguous character. We're going to open the lockbox and keep the contents. It doesn't change anything, but, you know. There isn't, like, a, you know, morality meter or anything like that. We don't have, like, light side points and dark side points or anything. But, you know, you've got to do what feels right for the character, haven't you? When you're playing RPGs. What you've got to do. Yeah, there is hardly anything in the lockbox worth keeping. It's just... It's literally... It's a quest... It's a necklace, which is a quest item. Actually, I don't know. Maybe there's other stuff that you get with it. It's just because it doesn't tell you what items you've received. Like, you wouldn't know, would you? What it is you've actually got. Maybe I have got extra stuff Maybe there was extra stuff in there that I've kept. Maybe, oh, maybe it was some of these emeralds and stuff like that. I don't know. Who knows? But, you know, it's more about role play, isn't it? Gotta, you know, get inside the head of your character and do what your character would do. If you're, you know, the kind of RPG player that I am. Mental, I think that's the word. Mental wolf. Right, okay. So, following the chase and trail signs. It gets us some exciting loot at the end of it all. Still haven't found that secret path. Where the hell is it? Because I know it turns up on the map and it's like it's like a little right angle thing. I can't move my map around. I was sure it was like over here somewhere, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering. I really enjoy the way you guys just talk amongst yourselves while I'm doing this. I just like, oh, warms me little heart, it does. All of me subscribers, me loyal subscribers, just chatting with each other. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Oh dear. Well, I say all my subscribers. I've got 292 of them now, you know. I've had a bit of a boost in recent days, and I don't know why. Most of them come in through the beginner's guide. That's what gets them in. But then, most people then don't actually watch anything else, but they subscribe. But then, like, you know, they don't seem to actually watch anything else, which I'm fine with. I'm not, like, bothered. But it is kind of weird that you've got, like, 290 subscribers, and then, like, about 20 of them probably actually watch the videos. But, you know, yeah, but I haven't even got like a 300 subscriber special planned yet, because I said I was going to do a subscriber special for each 100 mark up to 1,000, assuming we ever get to 1,000. And it would be like, you know, a Dragon Age secret trailers on the left side of the map. Yeah, that's what I thought as well, but like, can't see it because it's like a little L shape, isn't it? Maybe we just haven't got that far into the map yet. What was I saying? Oh yes, I haven't planned a 300 subscriber special yet. It's completely snuck up on me. We'll go and get this trail sign. Oh, there it is, man. There's the secret path. Yeah. That 300, yes, 300 subscriber special. It's because I want to do like a Dragon Age challenge thing, like I did for the first two. Bloody hell, words, Jesus Christ. But I haven't really thought of anything yet, because I did Flemeth solo, which was like stupid easy, which I didn't think it was going to be, and then I did the Red Cliff saving everybody, which was also quite easy, which I didn't think it was going to be. So yeah. But I don't know what else to do. I don't know what sort of challenge to do. Yeah, cat drama and tangents, that's me, love. Oh dear, right, let's go up the secret path where we're going to get attacked by wolves. Oh, I didn't get me quick save in time, because there's an alpha wolf here and he could be right fucking bastard. Where is he? Where's the alpha? There he is, little arsehole. We'll wait for him to get to us. Yeah, wolves are actually, like, really scary. It's like the Mabari. The Mabari are quite scary as well whenever you have to fight them. Much scarier than humans. And there's a bit in... Where is it? Is it... I'm just thinking, is it the Isle of Denerim's estate where there's like a kennels bit, but you don't have to go into it, but it's got a load of Mabari in that you can kill, but you can avoid them, like you don't have to go in. And you don't actually get that much. The cats aren't locked in my bedroom. They're locked in the flat. I'm not letting them out because it's raining, but they're not locked in my bedroom. They'd go friggin' mental. You'd be able to hear them bloody... You wouldn't need to be on the live stream to hear them. You'd be able to hear them in Wales, trust me. If I locked them in the if I locked them in the bedroom, they'd be yowling the bloody place down. What was I saying before I got distracted by the chat? I don't know. I can't remember. Oh yes, there's like a kennels bit and it's full of Mabari and you don't have to fight them. But There isn't really much in there. Oh, David's about to die. There isn't really much in there worth looting or anything. You mostly just do it for the experience. Castle Redcliffe, that's it. Yeah, mostly just do it for the experience. But I always feel bad because it's like they're just little doggies. I mean, they're quite big doggies, you know, who are also fierce and vicious and, you know, obviously going to kill me. But, like, but I feel bad going in and killing them. But then it's like, oh, I want that delicious experience, though. Got to get those juicy level ups. So Davith died before Jory. That's interesting. Didn't think that was going to be a thing that was going to happen. Jory's definitely going to die, I think. Although, actually, he might manage to kill that wolf first. Alistair's holding up surprisingly well against this alpha wolf, actually. I would have expected him to have taken more damage by now. And I'm trying to get into a position where I can stab it in the back. Yes, you're right, it is Castle Redcliffe. I was thinking, I'm sure it's earlier in the game than the Earl of Denram's estate. Yeah, those Mabari are right arseholes as well. It's really, really hard to defeat them, and then you just kind of feel bad for having killed the doggies. But you've got to get the experience, man. Got to get the experience. Okie dokie. So, chasing Blackblade, commanders, plate boots, and a letter. Farewell letter to Jugby, which wraps up the quest. Okie dokie. Rigby and Jugby are very weird names, aren't they? Like, especially for like a father-son kind of thing. Yeah. I'm sure there's somewhere else as well where there's Mabari that are locked in crates. And you can open the crates and kill them. Is that in Leliana's Song DLC? Or is it in the City Elf Origin? Because I'm sure it's the Earl of Denram's estate. Maybe it is just when you go into the Earl of Denram's estate, I don't know. But I know there is definitely a point where there are Mabari locked in crates and you can just leave them there, or you can release them just to kill them, just to get the experience points. And I always feel bad about it, but it's like, I want the experience points, man. Sorry, I just caught sight of Dora Bella's mad eyes there. Like, hi, Dora. Right, what am I doing? 2 in dexterity, 1 in cunning. That'll do us 1 in... Oh, actually, you know what? I want to put 1 in strength. Because I worked out that even with the strength points that you get from the... Yes, Circle Tower quest, I'm still going to need to put a few more in. So, you know, we'll do that early on in the game. Get up to 20 so that we can, you know... Sorry, I'm reading the chat. What was I saying? Oh my god, I feel like I'm less coherent than normal today. I'm quite tired. The cats got me up at like 2 o'clock this morning. And then I couldn't get back to sleep, so... I mean, I get up at 4:30 anyway for work, but I'd stayed up watching Lucifer, so... I probably only got about 4 hours sleep. So, you know, yeah, what do we want? Do we want more in coercion? I mean, I was deliberately trying to make her a character who can't coerce her way out of a situation. But then I decided I wanted her to be able to intimidate, didn't I? We could do poisons, because she is a rogue. I keep forgetting she's a rogue. Let's do we could do combat training, because that's actually more important. We'll do combat training, actually. Yeah, we'll do that. Do we want to be better at lockpicking? The dogs in the crates are in the Tower of Vishal. Are you sure? The ones that attack you? I know there are ones in the crates and you can release them and they like fight with you. But I'm sure it's the Earl of Denram's estate. I just can't remember whether it's the for God's sake, Leliana's Song DLC, the City Elf Origin, or it's when you actually go in the main game. There's like, in the barracksy bit, there's like... yeah, in the barracksy bit, like, oh my god, I can't even remember what I'm saying, man. You know, there's like 4 rooms, and they have soldiers in them. But then one of them has Mabari locked in crates. There's like 3 of them, and you can release them one at a time. You can open each crate individually just to kill the Mabari. That anyway, I don't know. Right, okay. I don't know what to go for. I'm not good at leveling up rogues, man. Should we go? Oh, do I want more lockpicking? I don't know whether I'm going to be bringing Liliana with me. That's the problem. Because I don't usually bring 2 rogues, but then it would be useful to have an archer. Because I'm going to be bringing Liliana with me. There's no point in me really doing lockpicking much, is there? Oh, I don't know. We can do dual weapon finesse. The character is extremely skilled at wielding a weapon in each hand, gaining bonuses to attack and defense. Should we just do that? That sounds good. Let's not think about it too much. The thing with Dragon Age is you're just filling out the trees. It's just a question of what order you decide to fill out the trees in. So, yeah. Okay, so quick save. We've done everything now, haven't we? Like in the main bit. Oh no, we've got trail signs to get, man. For heaven's sake, get your head in the game, woman. I nearly said get your game in the head there. Get your game in the head, Jesus. Oh dear. Yeah, I am quite tired. I don't know if you can tell. I go even more mad when I'm tired. Find ourselves a trail sign. Have I done anything with Witch Hunt? I haven't done anything with Witch Hunt yet, no. I suppose we could do Witch Hunt as the 300 subscriber special. I want to do like a challenge though. I want something like... But I can't think of anything. That's the trouble. Because the 2 challenge videos that I did... there was another trail sign, wasn't there? Yeah, it's over there. Yeah, the 2 challenge videos that I did, I think those are 2 of my best videos, you know, especially the 100 subscriber special. The Denerim one. Not the Denerim one, man. The Redcliffe one. Where I was, you know, trying to save everybody. I loved that video. Like, I genuinely, like, edited it and everything, watched it back, and just thought, you know what, you've done good there, girl. I think that was a really decent video you just did there. And I'm not usually like that, because I don't really watch them back, to be honest. Once I've edited them and uploaded them, I just kind of forget about them. I'm not like big on, you know, because I just do it because I find it kind of therapeutic and stuff like that. I don't take it that seriously. But that was what I was genuinely like, you know what, you've done a good job on that, lass. You really have. I was quite proud of that video. And then the Flemeth one was quite good as well. I like that one, but I want like a challenge, but I can't think of anything really. Unless I do like another solo one, like try to take down the dragon solo or something like that. But it feels a bit samey. That's all the trail signs. Okie dokie. Right. So we'll head into Crash Land. If the game's gonna crash, it's gonna crash here. The game might crash. Halloween one? What was the Halloween one? Play the game while only looking at the text chat. That would be interesting. Actually, there was a YouTuber I used to watch who used to do blindfolded plays, challenge videos of certain games. They were really good. They were good videos. I loved them. I don't think it would work with the Dragon Age though. He was trying to do a blindfolded Dragon Age playthrough. That would be hilarious. Okay. Yeah, this bit's always a little bit iffy. I like to I like to try and send people back here and then get them to hold the... Okay, then we're going to get attacked by rogues. Hang on. We'll deal with these rogues first. I like to try and lure that mage out. Emissary, whatever he is, out. But it never really works because I think it's programmed to run back in because you're meant to run through the traps. Oh yes, the golems one. The golems of that place that I can't pronounce. Golems of Agnarak. Yes, that thing. I've only played it once and I did finish it. I can't remember what difficulty it was on. I know I did finish it, but I've only played it once. It is hard, but it's also just not that interesting. Like, it's just... I mean, it's literally just a challenge for like people who want super, super difficult combat. That's the whole point of it. It's not really, you know, a particularly interesting one. But I suppose as a challenge, maybe. Maybe. Trouble is, we're going to get to 300 quite soon, so it's something I have to be able to set up quite... Oh, no, I've got Constance, haven't I? I could use Constance. I'm trying to think of something a bit... Oh my god, we have another viewer who has entered the chat to correct people's spelling. Excellent. I love people like that. Like, I'm going to stay quiet until somebody spells something wrong and then I'll be there. It's fair enough. That's fair enough, especially when the thing that people are spelling wrong is a fantasy name. Yeah, it annoys me when people get those things wrong as well. Especially people are like, claim to be like a massive fan of something. And you go like on the subreddit or something like that of a particular fandom and people are spelling names wrong. Now, the amount of people who spell Varric wrong on the Dragon Age subreddit pisses me off no end. I'm like, how? You're meant to be a Dragon Age fan. How can you not know how it's spelled Varric? Anyway, why did I do that? That's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Okay, let's loot this guy over here. That's like 4 people we have now. We have 4. Fair enough. Yeah, we have like 4 people watching now. That's quite impressive considering it's a Tuesday afternoon. Well, it's afternoon where I am. And I only gave you half an hour's notice. Because I was going to put a post up when I was on my break at work, but I forgot. So that's why you only got half an hour's notice for the stream. Right, okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a hold position on, drop a quick save. See if we can lure anybody out. Yeah. Oh, fireball. That's another reason why I do it, because then only one person gets hit by the fireball, because that fireball absolutely fucks you up, that does. And then you're going to... Oh, God, I'm going to die here. Okay, health potion! Right, and then he's going to run away. Now, hopefully, I should be able to detect the traps that are here, right? Hopefully. I'm a rogue. I should be able to detect the... I can't detect the traps. Okay. What affects your trap detecting, you know, capabilities? Because I don't know that. What sort of stat or ability or what actually like affects whether you can detect traps or not? Because I should be able to detect them because I'm a rogue, but I know, you know... Maybe Davith can detect them. Can Davith detect them? Davith's a shit rogue. I bet he can't detect them. No, he can't detect them either. Okay, actually, I'll tell you what. Everybody. We need to go and kill that emissary. Forget about everybody else. The emissary, I mean, especially since he's got fireball and lightning and shit like that. Everybody just come over here. The other two, they've got stuck in traps, haven't they? I bet they have. Little bloody useless idiots, honestly. Right, okay, if we do a bit of a dirty fighting. And then just kick him. There we go. Oh, kicked him right in the arse. There, brilliant. And then get from behind him. Stab him in the back. Cunning for trap detection. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm just reading the chat. Don't mind me. Oh my god, we are going to die. Okay, Jory, I'm actually going to let you have a health potion for once. I know it's not something... Oh my god, look how many injuries. Actually, he's only got 2 injuries. That's better than normal. And then who else can we let have a health potion? I'm going to let... Oh dear, I'm going to let Alistair have a lesser one. I'm going to let Davith have a lesser one. And I'm going to let me have a lesser one. There we go. We'll get ourselves all healthed up. Take with drugs, make us feel better. Right, get the emissary down. There we go. And then we can focus on the rest of them. Oh, we've got archers trying to pick what off. Oh, dear. Gonna have to take a drink. YouTube's actually telling me we've got 5 viewers, you know. Pause for a minute while I'm drinking. Hang on. Oh dear, my poor voice. Yeah, YouTube's telling me we've got 5 current viewers, by the way. You know. Just saying. 5 people. Might not be accurate. Could be 26 for all I know. I don't know. YouTube does definitely not seem that accurate in its estimations of how many viewers there are. But, yeah, 5. 5 current viewers. Feeling pretty good about myself right now. 5 people in the world decided to spend their Tuesday watching me play Dragon Age. That's mental when you think about it. That's actually insane. Try not to think about it too much, because it is just like... That's mental, that, isn't it? People from all over the world. People from, like, the other side of the planet. That blows my mind, man. I've just read what you've written, Timothy. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat. I think I might have missed some of the conversation here. Yeah, okay. Right, stop reading it, man. I had to go back on Saturday. I had to, like, go back and because I know I'd missed some of it. I had to, like, after the stream was over, go back and read what I'd missed. It's alright, you just talk amongst yourselves, really, can't you? You don't need me. Right, okay. We'll go and loot these guys, and then we'll head in there, and we'll attack the rogues who are going to try and get where. They try and sneak up on me every time, and it never works. You think that, you know, they would change their tactics up now and then? Poor things. They don't know that I know they're coming. Yeah, you see, you can hear them. They just the fact that they growl before they appear, like, you know, it doesn't help them. You know, they're just giving away their secrets. Well, my cats are being very good, not interrupting me. I was thinking that they might, you know, be a bit of a nuisance since I haven't let them outside. I thought they would be, you know, very restless and jumping around like idiots, but they've just gone to sleep. I shouldn't have said that. They'll be listening. Their little ears will have gone up and be like, oh, you think we're being good, do you? No. They come running in force. Right, get the chase end cache. See, look at all of the sexy things in the chase end cache. It took me about 5 playthroughs to actually realise how to do that quest, you know. Because that's about how long it took me to realise that if you hit tab, it highlights things. So I could just never find the chase and trail signs. Because, you know, they're in tiny, tiny little areas and you have to hit tab to highlight them. Now, I'm not joking, it probably was about 5 playthroughs before I actually found that cache. And I always came in here and go, there must be a reason that this clearing is here. It's got to be more than just that bit of elf fruit. But yeah, never actually... Oh my god, there's a cat. What did I say? What did I say? The moment I mentioned they were being good, I bloody knew it. Look, oh, and he's put himself right where my keyboard is. You're still very wet, you know. We need to get the hairdryer on you. Eh? Need to get the hairdryer on you. He proper jumped up on that desk with intent as well. Like really, he was just like, yeah, I'm going for it. You think I'm being good? No. So, yeah, now there's a cat on my desk, so I can only see half my screen. My keyboard is going to have to go on my knee. The mouse is going to have to go on the arm of the chair. And we're just going to have to see what we could do. So... Oh dear. You're very beautiful, you know. Very beautiful, buddy. You're really, really irritating as well. I just think it's always just so funny the way he jumps up, because he just jumps up, gets between the monitor and the keyboard and just goes, yeah, the keyboard just doesn't get to be here anymore, and just pushes it off and just lies down. Because he's so bloody massive. He takes up the whole flipping desk, honestly. You've got a mat under your chin. I can feel your hair's all matted. Have to see if we can comb that out, aren't we? Eh? Don't get a long-haired cat. They're too much maintenance. They're very cute and fluffy, but they're too much work, man. What have you got stuck in you? You've got bloody leaves stuck in you. Grass seeds. Oh dear. Right. See if we can get on with the game. Oh my god, we have another person. Jesus Christ. I might have a coronary here. Endgame plans. What do you mean? Do I have the game planned out? I sort of do, but I can't remember. I've got it all written down because obviously I'm going to do because I'm doing like the, you know, the Dragon Age project kind of, to try and get all the achievements, I do have all the playthroughs sort of planned out as to, you know, who's going to become, who's going to rule for Eldon and all of that kind of stuff in each individual playthrough, who's going to get romanced, stuff like that. So yes, I do have plans. I can't entirely 100% remember what all of Dorabella's ones are, but yeah, sorry, I'm just reading the chat. Sorry, I'm distracted here. Yes, so I do kind of have plans, but I can't 100% remember what they are. You know, I'll leave it as a surprise for you. It could be a surprise for me as well. But I've got like a notebook and everything where it's all written out and everything. Right, shall we fight the little wraith thing that pops up? If you do this. All the achievements is a grind. Yes, I agree with you. It is definitely a grind, but you know, we'll do it. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by this cat. Oh, come on, there's a kitty sitting in front of me. I can't not scratch him. Eh? Can't not give you strokes, can I? No. You're so beautiful, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're such a beautiful putty. Mm-hmm. Yes. Very, very irritating. Very beautiful. Hey, very beautiful. Try and get him to start purring. He's got a very, very loud purr and you'd probably be able to hear it. Like really loud, like sounds like a bloody car engine or something. Oh, that mat's really quite bad under there, you know. We might have to cut it out. Hey? Where have you been to get your hair all matted? Hey? Been on adventures. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sprinkle more ash on the pile of stones. Difficulty, we're on normal difficulty because I find Nightmare a bit tedious. Like, I don't find that Nightmare is actually that much harder, so much as it's just more, well, tedious. Like, it's, yeah, it's not so much that the enemies are harder to defeat, it's just they take longer to defeat, really. And since I'm going to be doing, like, lots of playthroughs, like 7 is it? 7 or 8, something like that, to try and get all the achievements. I just can't be bothered dealing with Nightmare. It just makes the game take longer. But easy's a bit too easy. Like, it's kind of just boring. So I'm just sticking it on normal at the minute. We might do a Nightmare playthrough on one of them, just, you know, for the sake of it. But yeah, we're just on normal difficulty at the minute. Yeah, no, you don't need Nightmare for the achievement. I feel like you should get an achievement for completing the game on Nightmare, but you don't, so, you know. Let's see if we can take this guy down. Let's just kick him in the balls, assuming he has any. He's not too hard to take down, this guy, actually. Quite easy. I've never used dual striking yet, have I? Let's put dual striking on. Oh, but I don't get backstab if I use dual striking, and I'm stabbing him in the back, so... I don't know when you would use dual striking, really. I suppose it would be in an instance where you're not going to be getting backstab damage anyway. But you also don't get criticals. So... oh, Alistair died. Interesting. Expecting Jory to die. Jory survived! Oh my god! Got some enchanter's footing from that. And then you get a second... loot pile. I don't know why some of them have 2 loot piles. I find that odd, but yeah, some of them do. Is everybody now injured apart from me? Yes. I am the only one who has so far not died. That is why I am the protagonist. Oh, you can buy special brushes to deal with mats, can you? Oh yeah, I agree with you that the squirrels running around being Morrigan, or like one of the ravens or something, because there's little birds and things like that. I've always thought, I bet that's Morrigan, because she does say when you meet her that she's been watching your progress, doesn't she? This cat has literally just curled up and gone to sleep. Like, seriously, you could sleep anywhere in the entire flat, and you decide to sleep in front of my monitor where my flipping keyboard is supposed to be. I swear to God. It's a good job you're cute. Yes, but I often think that, you know, some of the little birdies and things that you see around the place are probably Morrigan. So her look over there. In fact, that squirrel that runs, yes, that squirrel that runs out in front of you when you first get into the wilds. I'm always like, is that Morrigan? It's gotta be Morrigan, right? Right, okay. Let's deal with these idiots. And that'll be it. Well, now I don't think we've missed anything. We haven't missed anything, have we? I don't think we have. One alpha to take down. Give him a good kick. Alright, I'm running out of things to say. But just, you know, we've talked about the weather, we've talked about cats. Right, okay. Yeah, get these guys down. Go. I do enjoy the Darkspawn's like menacing laugh that they do. I quite like that. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat and you're confusing me a little bit. It's too many of you. Can't keep track. 5's too many. Can't be dealing with it. We get many more regular viewers. I'm gonna have to like hire a chat person or something. Oh, I've accidentally talked to Jory. No, I don't want to talk to Jory. I mean, you can like get his backstory and stuff like that, but we all know Jory's backstory, don't we? And if not, you can bloody well Google it. All right, I can't be asked. Yeah, the live stream isn't really the time for you know, lots of dialogue. I don't think. I'm just making sure we haven't missed anything. I don't think we have. I think this is one of those bits where I always come down here to check I haven't missed anything. And like, I've never missed anything. Like, there's nothing here. Why do I always come down here to check to see if there's anything here when I know for a fact there is nothing here? It's a completely void bit of the map that serves no purpose whatsoever. But I'm just like, I have to, you know, explore every single bit just in case there's something. Like, there's nothing. Yeah, I'm just reading the chat. Yeah, I remember when I had 30 subscribers as well. That did freak me out. Because I had like 7, didn't I? I had 7 subscribers for about a year and a half. That was a thing. And like one of them was me. Because I use a different login to actually like watch YouTube. So like, you know, where I've got like the channels that I'm subscribed to is on a different login to the one that to this one where I upload stuff. So I was actually my first subscriber. So I am subscribed to myself, you know, as you do. My mother was one, my brother, my dad, Fred. You know, just like people that I knew. And that was like a year and a half. And it was just like people that I knew were subscribed to me. And I was kind of fine with that. And then suddenly there was like 14. I remember when there was 14. And it was like, what? My subscribers have doubled. And then there was like 30. And I was like, oh, fuck off, man. What's going on here? And now we're at 292, man. 292. Right, okay. Let's go in and talk to Morrigan, shall we? Get her sexy entrance.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you? Scavenger or intruder?
I was trying to drink really quietly during that because it's a very, very sexy entrance scene that she has and I didn't want to ruin it. Also, my cat is squeaking in his sleep ever so slightly. He's having putty cat dreams. So if you can hear a bit of squeaking going on, that's what that is. Okay. Yeah, how are these your wilds, Morrigan?
Because I know them as only one who owns them could. Can you claim the same? I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wilds, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, dwarf. You have nothing to fear from any witch. Tell me your name, and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized.
I mean, I know I'm a dwarf and I'm slightly resistant to magic, but I'm sure you could still, like, smite me from above or something like that. Like, if you hit me with a big enough lightning bolt, I would definitely die. Yeah, you can call me Dorabella. Let's be pally with Morrigan, because I think me and her are going to be mates.
And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Yeah, okay. Who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
And can you take us to your mother?
There is a sensible request.
I like you. I love it when she says that.
First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you. Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, damn it. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your dwarven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
Okay, so we've met Magic Janeway, which is good. I love a bit of Magic Janeway. I'm not sure what to believe. I believe you're crazy and possibly dangerous. I'm no fool if that's what you're asking. I feel like Dorabella would actually quite like Flemeth. I feel like, you know, she would meet this, you know, mad, crazy witch woman and be like, yeah, you're my kind of person. Yeah, I'm not sure what to believe.
A statement that possesses more wisdom than it implies. Be always aware. Or is it oblivious? I can never remember. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded witch of the wilds.
Witch of the wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them?
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Sure, there. Be eager to act on your advice. How do you know all of this, Plymouth?
Do I? Perhaps I am simply an old woman with a penchant for moldy parchments. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
And we're back. And it's night time. Yay. Okay, right. First things first. Go and give the medicine to the dog, because I did have that playthrough where I forgot to give the medicine to the dog, and then I didn't have a dog, and it was a very sad playthrough. And yeah, so we give the medicine to the dog.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
Well, lucky for you, my friend. I have the flower you are looking for.
Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Yeah, give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
Yeah, what'll happen to him now?
Let's give him a day or two to recover. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
Ooh, yes. Do you think that's possible?
Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... well, take another look.
Okay, I have to keep leaning forward to see the dialogue options because there's a cat in the way. A fat cat who needs to go on a diet. Isn't that right, Scorpio? Yeah, the vet put him on a diet. I mean, he's not fat. He's not like he's like overweight or anything. She was just like, he's a little bit chunky. Just a little bit chunky. Like, just, you know, reduce the portions a little bit. Which is weird because they don't actually eat that much anyway. Cats really do not need to eat that much, do they? Like, I feel like they need to eat so much less than what it actually tells you on, like, the food packet. I think they're just trying to make you overfeed your cat so you have to buy more food. But, yeah, they really don't need to eat that much at all. I mean, they only get 1 pouch between them a day. Right, so they get, like, half a pouch each a day, and then they get, like, a bowl of dried food put down that they sort of, you know, devour throughout the rest of the day. It's not like they eat that much. I suppose actually they do eat quite a lot of dried food because I do top it up for them. Yeah, okay. Right, okay, let's talk to Duncan.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
Yes, we have. Sorry, I was reading the chat there.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
I do get to go and open the chest that I got the key for after I've done the joining, don't I? I think I do. Because I was just thinking I haven't gone and opened that chest. But I'm sure you get to do it after the joining. We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, let's just say I'm ready. Let's just cut to the chase, man.
Excellent. You will need that courage to face what comes next.
Courage? How much danger are we in?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
Okay. Is that why the joining is so secret?
If only such secrecy were unnecessary, and all understood the necessity of such sacrifice. Sadly, that will never be so.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Sorry, I'm trying to make as little noise as possible during the cutscenes. Normally I mute myself out when I'm editing, but I can't really do that. I suppose I could keep turning the microphone on and off, but I would just forget to turn it back on again and be talking to myself for like 10 minutes, and you'd all be screaming at me in the chat going, Magpie, I can't hear you! And I'd be like ignoring you, so you know. It's probably best we don't do that. Right, I swear I'm the bravest one here, and I'm a woman.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
Yeah, yes, I do agree with you, Fred. I think the jury thing is a bit weird. Actually, I think the secrecy thing is a bit weird, especially since most of the people that they recruit, they're kind of like, you know, it's like people who don't really have another option. People like Dora, who, you know, had to get out with Dusttown, and it was just, you know, a way out of Dusttown. And most people probably would. Most of, like, the people that they actually recruit probably would be like, yeah, sure, you know, you know, may as well risk death because, you know, I've got nothing really to lose. And then you'd have the people who'd be like honour bound and would do it anyway. I don't think they really need to keep it secret. And then, but the whole thing about how Jory literally has a pregnant wife back at home, and Duncan just let him wander blindly into this, not knowing that he might, you know, die in the joining. It is a bit morally ambiguous. I do agree. Yeah, will you both just shut your faces, man? Let's get on with this.
Yes, Sir Knight. Try not to wet your trousers until the ritual starts.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Yeah, let's get on with it then.
We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No! You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden. It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
I am loving all of the conversation going on in the chat about Dragon Age lore and stuff like that. I love this. I love Dragon Age fans talking about Dragon Age lore. You know, it's just one of my favourite things. And I think you're right about... I do remember somewhere them saying something about they didn't want the joining ritual to be compared to blood magic or something like that. I can't remember if that's in a book or a codex entry or some random bit of dialogue somewhere, but that is tickling something in the back of my head. Yeah. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving all the chat going on. Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Warms me hot. You've got to admit, it's a good cutscene, like the first time you play the game, particularly. It's like one of those hard-hitting things that really makes you realise, you know, what you've actually done, and that you're now, you know, a Grey Warden forever, and you're committed to this, and it's serious, and, you know, the first time I watched that cutscene, especially when he kills Jory, it's a bit like, oh, okay, we're properly serious now, aren't we? Yeah, and yeah, he is a bit of a tit, though, Jory, isn't he? I mean, he's not like a dickhead or anything. He's just not very likable. Yeah, I'm fine, love. I'm fine. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
Okie dokie. What kind of meeting?
The king is discussing strategy for the upcoming battle. I am not sure why he has requested your presence. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Okay, sorry, the cat's just repositioning himself on my desk. That's what you can hear. Which is good, because I thought for a minute there he was actually going to roll over and fall off. That would have been bad. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break. I'm just reading the chat. Right, yes, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break. The cat is lying on my bit of paper where I have written which key I have to press to get the start screen up. Because I've already forgotten. What is it? F2. There we go. Boop. There you go. Right, yeah, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break. I'm going to leave you with the cat. The cat's still here. You know, if you hear any noises or anything, it's probably just him. So, you know, you're in capable hands. And I will be back in a few moments. Right, I'm back. The cat is still on my desk. I thought he might have been coaxed off by me moving, but no, he's just sitting there looking at me. Like, what the hell do you think you're doing, woman? What the hell do you think you're doing using my desk when I'm sleeping on it? I mean, who do you think you are? Oh, and he's got his tail in the most awkward place. Like, look, can you put your tail up there? There you go. Now he's looking at me like, how dare you touch me tail? I wanted me tail to be on your keyboard, actually. That's why they look so judgy at you. Like, they find the most inconvenient place to sleep, and then they just, like, judge you every time you, like, you know, disturb them. It's like, you could sleep anywhere in the flat. You didn't have to sleep here. Anyway, right. Let's go back to that. Yes, excellent. Right, we have a level up. Right, we'll do the level up first, and then we'll go around and do with stuff. So, how many strength points is it that you get in the Fade quest? It's 4, isn't it? I think it's 4. I think it's 4, so I would need 16. So if we put 1 in strength, 1 in dexterity, 1 in cunning. And then next level up we'll get it up to 16, and then we'll not put any more in strength, because I want to get it up to 20 so I can wear the battle dress of the Provocator. And then we'll start putting more into dexterity and whatnot. I'm glad you like the portrait. Yeah. The portrait resulted in a almost like 5-minute giggling fit when I did the first live stream. What do we want? Do we want more lockpicking? I think I'm heading towards like having me as the main rogue and probably not bringing Leliana with me that much. So we'll put into lockpicking. I don't know. Right. Ooh, it makes backstabs easier to achieve. Trouble is, it's been so long since I've played as a rogue. I'm just like, I feel like I'm a bit, you know, out of my depth. I'm like, I can't remember what to actually pick. I do feel like the rogue talents are more useful than like the dual weapon ones, right? Is that a thing? I have it in my head that's a thing. But I don't have many like special attacks or anything at the minute, and I feel like I kind of want. I know I'm going to go for combat movement. I'm going to go for combat movement. Maybe that's a stupid idea. I don't know. Yes, I am going to try and squeeze points from the Fade. What I'm saying is there are 4 strength points available to you in the Fade. So if I want to get up to 20 strength, I need to get up to 16, like with actual skill points, and then I'll get 4 from the Fade. See what I mean? Sorry, I'm reading your cat story. Yeah, cats are cool, aren't they? Arseholes, absolute arseholes. But yeah, right. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to head down here. We need to open up the chest that we got the key for by totally moral means. Yeah, you see, we get ourselves a health potion. That's an injury kit. That's a spirit bomb. A flask, enchanter's arm, and capybara skull, private documents, and 15 silver. I mean, it's not like the best stuff in the world, but you know, it's better than out in it. And then, oh, there's a note over here that I missed. Oh yeah, there's a note about Mavari, isn't it, or something like that. Dogs in for Reldon, there we go. Never pass up the opportunity for a codex entry. Right, I need to reposition myself a little bit, because trying to balance this keyboard on my knee is really freaking difficult. There we go. Right, okay. Right, okay, sorry. I keep pausing to read the chat, so when I pause, that's probably what I'm doing. Oh, you know, I might just be forgetting what I'm doing and daydreaming or something like that. I'm quite like that.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies?
Right, let's see about this fabled second backpack that you apparently have.
Let me know what you'd like.
Doof, 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 doof. You do? You have a second backpack? Oh my god, I never knew that. I never knew that. I never knew you could get 2 backpacks off him. That's amazing. Yeah. I mean, you could get 2 backpacks off him. I'm learning things all the time. Actually, I'll tell you what's probably happened is I've probably bought the backpack off him the first time and then come back, seen the backpack there and thought, oh, did I not buy the backpack the first time? And just bought it again and not realised that I've bought 2. That's probably what's happened, you know, knowing me. I did see your comment about elf root as well. I'll buy the elf root. Why not? Buy up the elf root. Is there anything else I need really? I don't think there's anything else I particularly need. Does he have particularly useful equipment? I don't think he does he? Yeah, reading the chat again. You can steal a second belt off. You can steal a belt off him? What, is that using like a pickpocket or something? You know what, I hardly ever use pickpocket. I could try pickpocket since I am a rogue. I don't know why I'm walking behind him. You probably don't need to actually walk behind him. Pickpocket him. No, that was the wrong thing, what I just clicked there. Boop. Yay, I got something. It really annoys me, Dragonage, it doesn't tell you what you've got. Doesn't tell you what you've got. Oh, there we go, we've got a belt. 1 constitution. Oh, that's amazing. Right, I'm going to put me oath on. And what do I want? Do I want strength and armour or do I want constitution? Constitution. I mean, I know I always say the constitution is a lie, and constitution is a lie. But it's just... Never pass up constitution. Like when you've got equipment that boosts your constitution, that's really good. It's just constitution isn't worth wasting actual skill points on. That's what I mean when I say constitution is a lie. But it is still, you know, useful to have. We've got cured armour, which is better. Yeah, we'll put cured armour on. Not quite as sexy. I mean, I think the duster one was sexier, but you know. Yeah. Cupid stuff on. There we go. I probably got that off Davith, did I? Is that Davith's armour that I'm now wearing? It's amazing that it fits me, really. Right, okay. Yeah, I need to do more pickpocketing, man. Can I pickpocket win? Oh, that would be amazing. Pickpocket win. Is that a thing I can do? Doop. Oh, nothing to steal. Oh, win, you disappoint me, man. Can't steal from you. It'd be awesome if you could steal something unique off Win. Especially if it was like something that Win can then wear, but like you don't get it unless you steal it off her at Ostagar or something like that. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Right, okay. Yes, flasks. That's why you mentioned flasks. We'll get some flasks. Flasks would be useful. Getting elf fruit to make health potions with and not getting any flasks seems kind of stupid.
Let me know what you'd like.
Flasks. Oh, he's got 99 flasks, man. How many can I afford? Like 1? I think I can afford 1. I can afford 1. I can afford a single flask. I'll definitely get that. Actually, I've probably got stuff I can sell, haven't I? Trouble, I'm just not thinking. That's what it is. I'm too, you know, excited by the whole live stream nonsense. Sell the duster stuff. We'll sell. I'm just thinking I'm gonna have to put Sten in something, aren't I? Although I never take Sten with me, so you know, get rid of all. Just get rid of it all, man. We'll keep the Enchanter's Footing for Morrigan. We'll get rid of the Apprentice Cowl. I'm just reading the chat again. I do not know about the infinite money cheat. What's the infinite money? I'm not a big fan of things like infinite money cheats, you know. I'm not. I'm. You know, like you know, things where you can get infinite anything. I just think, you know, they make the game a bit boring, don't they? Tell me about it anyway, though. You know, just in case. Actually, no. I think I have heard something about it. Yeah, I remember something vaguely about an infinite money cheater. Sorry, I meant to be selling stuff, right? Actually, I'll tell you what, you know what I should do? I should get my friggin' inventory sorted first and then sell everything else. That's what I should do, because I've got an enchanted dagger, which is better than a normal dagger, right? Yeah, that's better than a normal dagger. So, where's my normal dagger? That's my normal dagger. We'll have an enchanted dagger instead. Because an enchanted dagger is always better than normal. Ooh, it looks sexier as well. Very nice. And then I've already sorted my armour out, and then I've got my stuff. Okay, and then we'll sell me things.
Hello again.
Again, yes, I know, I'm sorry, we have to keep having this conversation.
Let me know what you'd like.
Oh dear. I find the whole live stream thing very distracting, like even more than... You know how easily distracted I am. I'm getting more distracted than normal. Right. Use your thinky brain, woman. What do you need, what do you not need? Am I going to use spirit bombs? Probably not. What uses spirit damage? Is it anything that I'm going to be fighting in the near future? Get rid of the nature damage one. I didn't need that one. Get rid of the dagger. Keep the chase and flatbait. Or... Yeah, because that's better than the balance of great sword, so we'll give that to Sten, probably. Unless one of these is better. Nope, get rid of those as well. What's the best bow that I've got? That will be the longbow, so we'll get rid of all the other ones, and we'll leave the longbow for Liliana. Don't need bolts. Has anybody ever used a crossbow? Because I've never used crossbows. So I genuinely wonder if anybody's ever had a crossbow wielding character. You know, like a warrior archer. Right, click on an item while dragging an item to a merchant. You get twice the money, then immediately buy back at regular price. Oh! 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 Interesting. Like, that was my interested. Oh! Oh, wolf pelts. I've got wolf pelts to sell. Private documents, greenstone, quartz, garnet, whatever that word is, malachite, topaz, emerald. Sell the mud idol. I'm never going to use that, man. I always keep the mud idol because I'm just like, oh, maybe it'll be useful. Like, no, it's not useful. I'll keep that. Somebody will be able to use that. Right, so we're keeping the enchanter's foot in for Morrigan. Liliana is going to need armour, but I've only got a pair of leather boots for her so far. So she's going to have a pair of leather boots and then she's going to be in her knickers after that. Commander's plate boots we'll keep for somebody at some point, probably. 24 strength, though. It might be a while before anybody can wear that. We'll keep the chainmail for Sten. No, actually, because I'll tell you what, you get the heavy chainmail in Lothering, don't you? Which we can put Alistair in, and then just get rid of the chainmail, man. I hate having you know, loads in me inventory. I'm reading the chat again. Oh, crossbows are badass, are they? Oh well, I'll take your word for it, Fred, my friend. I've never bothered using them. Maybe we will on some playthrough, but probably not this one. Right, okay. I think we're done. Oh, I was going to buy more flasks, wasn't I? Oh my god. Hello. Jesus Christ. This poor guy is like trying to hell. How many times am I going to have this conversation with that? And I've just exited out of the conversation. Hello, so that's one more time you're going to have that conversation with me.
Let me know what you'd like.
Oh dear. Oh, cat man, you've just blocked more of my screen. Can you not lie down a bit flatter? Dear me. I have to try and flatten out your fur so I can actually see what I'm doing. Oh. Maybe my 300 subscriber special challenge video should just be play the game with a cat sat in front of you. That's quite a challenge. Right, what was I after? Flasks. Flasks, we'll get a few flasks. How many flasks do we want? We get like 20-ish will keep us going for a while, won't it? Anything else that we need? I don't think there's anything else we need. I mean, there is like armour and stuff, but Oh, you loot enough armour off people, don't you? I don't think there's anything like particularly special. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. My cat has now just sat up and I literally cannot see the screen. Literally can't see it. So, yeah. Can't see the screen. Hang on. Would you like to sit down again, please? Just like down. Down. Just like go down a bit. Down. Down a bit. Like I'm trying to be like the cat whisperer here. Shh. Down, putty. Down. Down? We'll go down. Down a bit. Down a bit. I need to be able to see me screen, man. Hey, how are we going to get through the Tower of Vishal with you blocking me screen? What? What's the matter? Are you hearing something? Are you hearing noises that I can't hear because I've got my headphones on? Hey? What's going on? What have you got in your fur? Bloody leaves. Yeah. Down, putty. Down, 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 down. Put your head down. This is going to be a very boring live stream if you keep having your head in the way. He's just looking at me like, no. Put my head wherever I bloody well want. Okay. So I can see some of the screen. Oh god. Right, there's nothing else needs doing, is there? I don't think there's anything else needs doing. Have a quick look around. Kitty sees ghosts probably, yeah. Do sometimes freaks me out a bit. They sometimes like sit on the landing and act like there's somebody there when there's not. It's really weird. Like proper like, you know, they do that thing where they like kind of look and then they like back off and then they like look, you know. They do that like there's somebody there. It's like there's nobody there. What's up, man? Maybe me flat's haunted. Okay, so go and talk to the king, I suppose, since he wants to talk to me, because, you know, very important. I am the protagonist. Are you going back to sleep? There we go. He's put his head down. Bloody hell. How are cats so hard to move? Like, it's just so hard to get them to go where you want them to go.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Caleb. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order.
Yes, I can't see any of the dialogue options. Hang on. Let's put this cat's ear down a bit. Yes, thank you, Your Majesty. Let's be polite.
Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
Again, I can't see the dialogue options. Yeah, I'll do my best. Let's just get through the conversation.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough. This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Galen. A glorious moment for us all.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
Yeah, I agree with Alistair. We should be in the battle, I think that says. Could just about read it through the cat's fur.
That is not your choice. If King Cailan wishes Grey Wardens to ensure the beacon is lit, then Grey Wardens will be there. We must do whatever it takes to destroy the Darkspawn. Exciting or no.
I get it, I get it. Just so you know, if the king ever asks me to put on a dress and dance the Remigold, I'm drawing the line. Darkspawn or no.
I love Alistair. Yeah, way to take a stand, Alistair. I'd like to see that. You have some odd ideas about something. The king? I don't know, that could be a great distraction. Yeah, way to take a stand, Alistair.
I have my dignity. Well, some.
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
Okay, so when do we light the beacon?
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
YouTube is now telling me we have 6 current viewers. 6? 6, guys? 6 is a lot of people. That's like nearly 7. Yeah, I know what we have to do. Let's just get to it.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Okay. Oh, we can level up Alistair. People are talking about Loghain in the chat. Yeah. Well, there's a couple of prequel books. There's Stolen Throne and The Calling, which feature Marek and a young Loghain. And it gives you a different perspective on Loghain, but I've heard a lot of people say that like they read the books and then they're like, oh yeah, I understand Loghain now. Like I understand why he did what he did, and I'm like, I still don't really like. Yeah, it definitely gives you a different perspective on him, and it gives you more of like his backstory and everything, and more of his personality, and you understand kind of why he is the way he is. But at the same time, it still seems that by the time Dragon Age Origins rolls around, he's just gone a bit mental. Like, you know, I don't know. But anyway, Alistair, if we put 2 in strength, 1 in dexterity, as we do with our warriors, and then, oh, I don't know, let's give him shield defense. Yeah, shield defense. I'd just like to try and, like, you know, fill the tree up as quickly as possible. Right, okay. Play. And we'll go and watch the best cutscene in the whole history of gaming. I think this is probably actually probably my favourite. Where the hell am I going? It's over here somewhere, isn't it? My favourite cutscene of any video game ever. I think this one that's coming up. I think that is, you know, genuinely think it's a great cutscene.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The Blight ends here.
Let's cross the bridge and get to the Tower of Ishal.
Okay, Alistair, it's a good cutscene, isn't it? It's up there. It's up there with the best of them. When I think of like great gaming cutscenes, there's that one. There's Mass Effect 2 when Shepard dies. Oh my god, hurts my heart. I don't know what other ones. There's probably other ones. I'm sure I'll be able to think of some. Right. Okay. So it's my favorite bit. It's my favorite bit. Okay. So you have to dodge incoming fireballs. There we go. They always look like they're coming at you, but they're usually not. But if they hit you, you do fall over. So try and dodge them as much as you can. And there's lightning going on in the background. Ah! Look at the fireballs. And yeah, there's lightning. And look, you can see the Darkspawn horde literally coming down the mountain. It's my favourite thing. Ah, the flaming fireballs. But also, if you look down here, you can see the battle. I love that. I love that so much. I mean, just look at them all fighting each other. And you can see them going off into the trees, and then this is the Darkspawn horde coming down from the mountains. Those are flaming fireballs. I think if we go back here, because they knock you off your feet, don't they? If they hit you! There we go. And there go the archers. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, just run. Good. Yeah, we go. There, see, we got knocked over from the fireballs. Oh, I can usually avoid the fireballs. Didn't manage to avoid the fireballs this time. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Run up here to the Tower of Ishal.
They're everywhere. They've taken you're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower. It's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
Okay, I listened to Alistair's hero voice there. This cat keeps getting spooked by something, and I don't know what it is. What are you getting spooked by? Oh, it's your sister playing with something. His sister's playing with something, that's what it is, and he keeps hearing her. But he keeps putting his head up, and then I can't see the screen. Can you just keep your head down? Don't look at me all cute and think you can get away with it. Put your head down. 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 There we go. See? That wasn't too hard, was it? Oh, swear to God. Right, okay. Should we go do the Tower of Ishal? What time is it? It's like 7:15. Do the Tower of Ishal. We've been going like nearly 3 hours. Just because I tend to go to bed at like an unsociable hour because I get up at 4:30 for work. But I don't have work tomorrow, so I suppose. I don't feel like stopping yet. That's all. Because I was thinking, oh, we'll go about 3 hours, and we've been going about 3 hours, but I just don't feel like stopping. So do the Tower of Ishal, could we? Maybe that'll be like a good stopping off point. I was going to say it shouldn't take too long to do the Tower of Ishal, but knowing me. Take me 32 years because I'll just keep getting distracted talking about, I don't know, biscuits or something, probably. Get distracted talking about something. Alistair's gonna friggin' die if he doesn't take a health potion. Look how many health potions we've got. Plenty, that's how many. Right, okay. Yeah, Alistair's become the new Sir Jory is the problem. Since he's a warrior, and the one that everybody hits, but he doesn't have decent armour yet, he's just going to die a lot. Right, okay, so take out the archers, always take out the archers. Don't try and run away from me, small person. There we go. Small person, I was going to say midget darkspawn, and I said small person instead. It's a bit hypocritical for Dorabella to be calling the Genlock short, but you know. Right, okay. Somebody's firing magic. Oh, it's mage. It's the mage who's firing magic. Yeah, that makes sense. I just thought it was being fired at me, but it wasn't. It was being fired at the dogs. So that's okay. Right, okay. Oh, we chopped his head off. That's nice. I love it when that happens. Looks kind of cool, doesn't it?
All right.
Right, okay. So... oh, look at all the things to loot. Look at all of the things.
I'll get on it. Now's better than later.
Just go and loot all of this stuff while I'm trying to decide whether to stop or keep going. Oh, should I stop or keep going? I mean, I was going to get an early night tonight because, bearing in mind that I normally go to bed at 7:30. For me, an early night is like 5 o'clock. The early night's been and gone. Yeah, I don't know, I just don't feel like stopping. But I feel like it's the kind of thing that I'll probably get halfway through the Tower of Ishal and be like, I'm fucking sick of this now. But we could stop halfway through the Tower of Ishal, couldn't we? There's nothing to say that, like, you know, we need to stop at a convenient stopping point. We could just stop whenever we get bored. No, I have not set my party members' tactics yet. That is a good point. I should probably do that. Still thinking. I tell you what, we'll get up to the doors of the tower. We'll do that. We'll fight all of these. We'll get up to the doors of the tower. I can hear my other cat moving around somewhere, but I don't know where she is. I don't trust it. Don't trust it when I can hear her, but I can't see her. Sorry, I just left Dora standing there for a minute because I was reading the chat. Just like completely forgot that I was actually fighting Darkspawn and might need to be, you know, paying attention. Something like that. There's one up here as well. You haven't heard the ladder quote? What? The can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Yeah, that's a violent voice thing. That's one of the quite well-known ones. That's like, you know, people get that on t-shirts and things like that. Might get you a ladder so you can get off my back. She will say it a lot. You will be sick of hearing it by the end of this playthrough, I swear to God. But yeah, it's a good one. Right, okay. Cat, I swear to God, I can't see the bloody screen, man. There we go. He's got his ear, like, on the cable of my microphone, and he's doing that thing that cats do, where they're like, rather than just move a bit, he's just flapping his ears constantly to try and, like, you know, get the cable to move. But the cable ain't gonna move, mate. You're gonna have to move. No, I don't want to move. The world should convenience me. Everybody's dying. My mage is dead. Alistair's about to die. We've only got one guy left, haven't we? Yeah. Oh, but that means I'm going to have to use up injury kits. Oh, Alistair's not dead yet. I'll tell you what. Take yourself a health potion. There we go. I don't think we have many injury kits. I can hear my other cat meowing.
I love how desperate you are.
Right. Okie dokie. Right, okay, so mage is awake. Oh, one of the soldiers survived. That, or is that my soldier? No, it's just a soldier survived. They don't normally survive then. Well done, Mr. Soldier, sir. You survived.
Can I get you a ladder?
Good
so
on
you.
you.
Get off my back?
Okay, I think we're gonna call it a day because I can feel myself like I don't know, I get to a point where I just sort of like run out of steam. You know what I mean? Like I just don't have that much talk left in me. And I was sort of thinking, yeah, the Tower of Vishal's pretty quick. We could do the Tower of Vishal, couldn't we? But then I'm like, I'll be sick by the time, you know, we'll get like halfway through it and I'll be sick and I'll be grumpy and, you know, although Grumpy Magpie is quite entertaining sometimes, but you know. It's a convenient place to stop, isn't it? Right, we'll call it a day. Yeah, and the other cat has just jumped on my desk, so I've got a feeling that things are about to get a little bit crazy. Yeah, she's now snippy. Oh my god, don't stand on my laptop, don't stand on my laptop. No, don't do that. Don't do that, because I need to be able to see the chat. Oh my god, don't hit any keys. I swear to god. Stressing me out, woman. Just chill, there we go. Stay away from my laptop, okay. Okay, so we're going to call it a day here. Next one will be on Saturday at 3:30 GMT. Whatever that is in your own respective time zones. Yeah, the plan is to do it on Saturdays and Tuesdays. I'm surprised that the Tuesday one got as many viewers as it did. I was thinking, you know, maybe the Tuesday one, maybe we'll have to drop the Tuesday one because people won't want to spend their Tuesdays watching a live stream, you know what I mean? But, you know, people have like work and stuff like that, but no, I'm quite surprised. So for the foreseeable future, I'm going to try and do Saturday and Tuesday. So we'll be back on Saturday, and if that changes at any point, I'll put a post up explaining, you know. So yes, I shall see you on. Actually, I'll tell you what. I'll put me post screen up so it looks a little bit professional. There we go. Yeah, we will wrap it up here, and I shall see you on Saturday. Yes, on Saturday at 3:30 GMT. I look forward to it.